Subkit, sub illumination. What's up, chat? Sorry, I just got back from the gym. I found this new podcast that I was listening to this morning while eating breakfast and stuff, and in the car and at the gym. Really good podcast. It's called Founders, and maybe it's not applicable to a lot of you guys, but basically this guy reads biographies and autobiographies from like founders of like really big companies like Jeff Bezos and like, you know, Henry Ford, like those type of people. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yo, bot dub, thanks for the prime. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, let's not waste any time. We can go ahead and hop into Kit's review, and we'll start the warm up. We hit Radiant yesterday on the controller to Radiant on my alt account, so we'll do it again on my main, and then we'll go from there. I guess I'll ask Koosh today to see like if he wants me to play on my main or my alt still, because of the MMR difference, but I don't know if it'll matter. How is everyone doing today, by the way, while I get set up? Shared my sub anniversary, but can't use my prime sub until tomorrow. Strange. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Fantastic, baby. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. I don't know why, I just feel hella good. You know, I feel that. I've been doing morning meditation for the past 2 days now, and it's crazy. Just 2 days of meditation, I just feel so much better. Dope, I almost thought you weren't streaming today. Terrifying. I've been watching your YouTube videos these 2 to 3 months. Was Plat last episode, and now Peak Immortal 2. Thanks for the content and keep it up. Hey, thanks. That's a huge jump, so congrats. You should be proud of yourself. All right. What's up, Kit? Let me pull this up. What game do you have for us today?
It's another Ascent Jet, actually.
Okay.
So, what is it? I felt like this is one of the games where I didn't play badly, but I also didn't play well.
Like so a little average. Okay. Gotcha.
I guess my games recently have really been swing games where it's either... Like, let me pull up my tracker right now. Like, the past few games, 24 versus 13. 6 versus 22. So, they're just very much either I do really well or I do really badly.
Right. Okay. This is just a question just because it's something that came up from a few videos I've been watching on a podcast, but like with your practice, like what is your practice that you're doing now? Like obviously I know you're doing those benchmarks and stuff, but like maybe outline some of that for me.
For right now, what I'm doing, let me pull up the sheet quickly. So recently it's mainly just been doing the ramp warm-up and then aim labs at the end of the day.
Okay.
I've been skimping a little bit on my movement routine.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do the movement routine, it's strafing bots, or no, shooting bots while I'm strafing for 5 minutes, 3 no audio sheriff DMs, then I believe it's dead zone practice, and the last one, let me look at my notes again.
That's good, chat. What's up, Niat? Meditation after workout? No, I'm just doing it in the morning, like after I brush my teeth.
The last one is medium bots with strafing.
Okay. Do you do... So you mentioned DM with Sheriff, some movement stuff. Do you do any type of training with your Vandal or your Phantom, or maybe even op stuff?
I do have op stuff. since I made the, what is it? Did Ulrich tell you about the DM, the custom DM server I made?
I actually looked at it and what you were saying in the chat, but
Yeah, so I have specific days where op is going to be allowed in the DMs, and those are going to be the days that I practice my opping and holding / peeking with opping.
okay, gotcha. Okay, I just wanted to bring it up because there's a few things that I came across. One, there was a video by Roll G, and actually I went through like 5 of his videos, kind of talking about it. Not to say like whether or not Roll G's philosophy is good or bad, but I was doing research on a video for GameSense because that's going to be the next topic for the stream. And his video on GameSense is, it's like the common thing to say GameSense is more important than aim. And like a lot of pros say that. I've said that in the past. And he kind of does it with the counter argument, saying that aim is more important than GameSense. And like individual level is more important in a team environment than, you know, being a team player, because your mistakes, quote unquote mechanical mistakes, will then go on to your teammates, right? So like your mistake will become the team's mistake in this case. And he kind of like proved this with his series coaching C9 Training Grounds team, where like they really focus on keeping it simple and individual plays, and they ended up winning the whole event, like a $2,500 tournament. And I just like, I skimmed through all the videos and kind of like seeing if there's any good takeaways. And then like randomly, like I was listening to this podcast, which I was going through one of my newsletters from Athletic Greens, and they just like randomly plugged this podcast called Founders, which I was just talking about with entrepreneurs and CEOs of businesses. And like I said, this guy like goes through biographies and autobiographies, and he mentioned Michael Jordan, right? And like one of the things that he said for Michael Jordan is like, he's like probably one of the greats of like any like single greatest person out of like all industries, because he sees like, he referenced like this thing, like he went to Barcelona or something, like where there was like these really, really good players, and see how they practiced and compare it to how he practiced. And he said they're focusing on the wrong things. And then eventually, like, of course, I don't know shit about basketball, but Michael Jordan is like, you know, apparently one of the GOATs. And one thing he said, which kind of stuck with me, and it's kind of like goes along with this train of thought, is that he would rather miss a game or like miss a match, like a tournament match or a practice match or whatever, like whatever, any type of matches, in favor of his practice. So in other words, he holds his practice to a higher priority compared to actually playing games. And I think like that was kind of overlooked for me, because in regards to Valorant, I always encourage people to play X amount of games, you know, like 2 to 3 games. But like if someone's schedule maybe doesn't favor 2 to 3 games, like they only can play 2 games, you know, like it might even be more beneficial for them to only play 1 game, but actually have more time practicing. So I only wanted to bring that up because I think, one, it's kind of like controversial and like it goes against the grain for what I used to think. But 2, I think it also makes a lot of sense, being that Valorant is a very mechanically intensive game, where you compare it to a game like League of Legends, which is more nuanced, more knowledge, like more macro in a sense, right? Like you play your lane right. You know, there is micro to it, but the micro I think in Valorant is much more important. So yeah, just my little rant there. Maybe it'll help you change your perspective or assist your perspective on practice, and maybe you'll prioritize it a little bit more.
That absolutely does change my view on it.
Yeah. But yeah, just a little rant.
That also reminds me a little bit. This was from a Coach Curtis video. He was talking about how Kobe Bryant during the off season, another basketball.
Yeah, one of the GOATs. Yeah.
He used to write down during the off season not the things that would make him the best, not the things that would make him a better player, but what are the things that are going to make him hard to beat. And then he focused on those during the off season.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's good. Going back to this Michael Jordan reference, and then we can move on. Like people would call him a sponge. Like he would go up to, there was like this quote that they use in the podcast, but I'm going to butcher it. But it went along the lines of like, you know, average players would like seek out like what would make them improve, and then good players would seek out things that they like their weaknesses, and then great players or something like that would seek out the truth or something like that. I don't like, I butchered it, whatever. But the point is like Michael Jordan would go up to coaches and ask them, what do I need to work on the most? And then he would kind of dial in on that rather than like feeding his ego and, you know, doing what he thought was good. So anyways, just food for thought for practice. That's definitely something that I think I'm going to be holding to a higher standard for myself as well, is really prioritizing my own practice. So I figured I'd share. Any other thoughts from this game? I know you said like this is kind of like your average Jett game or so. Like you're not popping off, you're not doing poorly. Anything that kind of stand out for you that you want to talk about first?
I feel like I threw away my life too early in a lot of rounds. I feel like I'm having a lot more issue with that now that I'm getting more aggressive.
Right, pushing your pace. Yeah.
I guess it can fall under limit testing, but at the same time, I also feel like might be getting to the point where I'm just straight up throwing.
Okay. That's definitely good to know. We'll take a look. I will preface this conversation with you might be over-indexed. Let's say like you have like skill sets. You've seen the Coach Curtis video, right? But basically for those watching, is like if you're over-indexed in this side, let's say like your passive gameplay is really good, and then you try to go into the aggression, of course everything's going to dip and you're going to struggle, right? So the point I'm trying to make here is that with being a little bit more aggressive, it might be the right thing to do. It's just you're kind of going to be like running your head into the wall a little bit. So we'll see. In my opinion, we'll see like if I watch it, if it's still something good to do. Like maybe you are throwing the game, but like it's like productive in a way, or if it's like anti-productive. So we'll see if we can reach that conclusion. But all right, cool. Let's go and hop into this. Yeah, Kit does have a nice voice.
From there or no?
So I'm kind of just glancing over chat because I need to get this done. Zakin starts bottom mid too, by the way. I was watching one of his streams today.
What is it? The reason why I start bot mid is I always see Aspas, Derka, and Forsaken start right here with Sheriff.
Yeah, Zakin did the exact same thing. He sees nothing. He darted from tiles like the Sova, and then he pop dash, swing, kills one, falls back. So it seems to be like the Jett's go-to spot in pistol.
It's just such an easy rotate.
What the fuck?
I have the better timing.
Yeah, you do have better timing on the stairs. That guy turned as soon as you peeked. This fucking guy's brain dead. Oh, this is something I love to talk about with Jett players. So notice how you get the first kill, right? Super free. You come back. Boom, free kill. You pop dash, you go for one shot and dash, right? I think better Jetts, I say better, as in more aggressive or confident Jetts, will greed 2 shots there before they leave. Or maybe they would greed for 3, like they would greed hard for the kill and then dash away, like if that makes sense. Because like you're not peeking into a double peek there. Right, like if there was 2 or 3 players that you peeked into right here, maybe you could justify dashing away, right? So this right here is technically just one guy. Like we don't really have to run away from him, you know?
Yeah.
If there's 2 people on your screen here, right? Like there's a Jett and like Omen, then you know taking one shot and getting out makes sense. I guess you could. The pushback would be, oh, we already have man advantage, right? I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think you should be thinking about man advantage in this case, because 1, you have dash active, 2, you're 100 HP, and 3, your teammate's right behind you, right? So you're tradable. It's a good fight for you, but you also have the dash ability, right? And the dash ability gives you that free shot that you go for, but I think maybe you can think about greeting for this kill a little bit more. And when you watch like really good players, like they'll kind of force fights where it doesn't kind of make sense if you look at the numbers, you know?
Yeah,
so food for thought.
I definitely need to work on just being more present in the fight before I get out.
Yeah. And you know, it's not a bad play to take the shot and fall back, right? It's objectively the smarter play. Like maybe if Hooge was reviewing your game, he wouldn't even comment on it. I'm not sure. But like that's not the energy I think we need to come out when you play a Jett. Like when you play a Jett, what type of energy do you need? Well, it's kind of like there's that idea for a Jett player to be kind of brain dead, right? 1, 2 is to be like overly confident, overly cocky almost, and like really aggressive, right? And then you have like the flip side, like you have really disciplined Jetts that kind of go for the fights they need to and then don't overpress it, right? And then I think you can go down that route when you watch players like DGZin, like the Brazilian player, or you can watch really any support player from Fnatic. They don't really push the issue too much, right? But then you go on the flip side, you have like these hard star carries like Tens, like Zekin, like Derka, like Aspas, right? And I guess like the question then goes to be Demon 1, you know, is like, what type of Jett player do you want to be? And like, I can't answer that for you. Like you could, if you want to go the route of like the get one, get out, like play the more methodical Jett, like, you know, I can't stop you from doing that. But I think there's a reason why these other Jetts stand out more than they do. just because they go for the star plays, right?
I mean, I
But
already
yeah,
know what type of jet I want to be.
and what is that?
I want to be the hyper aggressive jet.
Okay.
Just always up in people's faces.
Yeah, you just got to be in there.
I feel like it's also just confidence that I need to work on still.
Yeah. Now that makes sense, right? Like confidence is a big thing. It comes from reps. It comes from like seeing good results from your practice. And like I would imagine if you were on a 10-win streak before this game and you go into this game, you probably wouldn't dash away there. You'd be like, holy shit, I'm the fucking greatest, or something like that, and you would just take duels, right?
One tap all 5.
Wait, what'd you say? One type of.
One tap all 5.
Oh yeah,
That's
one tap all
easy.
5. Yeah, it's just so free. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about this round. Of course, we die, but I don't really care about that part.
I'm not gonna go B till like they hit.
A pro player said something to the effect of your duelist player has to be either the dumbest or the smartest player on your team. It's kind of true. Like you have to tunnel vision, I think, and you just go for kills. If you watch any of like early Sentinel VODs, like their public VODs or like their comms, when Tens is playing, he doesn't actually calm. Like his teammates calm for him, which is funny.
Not in.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, there's like a video on Sentinel's YouTube where like Tens is just dialed in and Dapper is dead, I think, and he's just calming everything on Tens' screen.
That's actually great.
Yeah. So this rotate's good. I see a lot of people do this one. Is it VOD? Oh no, it's not even paused. I was just like, holy shit, literally no one is moving right now. Like
No.
everyone's just chilled.
I'm playing my
Can
turn.
someone jump spot?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're on eco. We don't particularly want to push them right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Everyone's just vibing. I'm down for it though.
Mid house.
He's fighting you for sure. Yeah, dodge flash walks up. It's such a common thing. Is like they don't actually think about walking into B main until they notice that the flash ping no one, and they're like, "Holy shit!" They think that they don't know, like we don't know. So you know, it's like the mind game thing. Because like it sounds like they were going tiles, right? Then they unintentionally dodge the flash, and they're like, "Fuck!" They're coming back B main. That's where you have to like. I mean, it's a pattern recognition thing at that point. Like I've seen it so many times in my games where I'm just like, "Oh shit!" They don't know I'm B main. I'm gonna walk up, you know. I think you're actually kind of ready for it here, right? But you don't pop your dash, which I think is like a kind of a problem. And also you don't expect them so close because the sky flash popped.
Yeah.
So my advice for
I was
you here,
expecting,
go yeah, you first.
I was expecting someone to maybe be behind, what is it?
Hut.
A fish.
Yeah, back there.
And then after I cleared that, I pop dash push up further. That was
Gotcha.
my plan for this round.
Yeah, that's not a bad plan. You know, like with these early round pushes, like you have like that preset thing. I guess like this is kind of just coming from my read. Like I've done this push so many times that I kind of have that inkling that there is going to be a guy here. Like people typically dodge Sova darts, for example, and then just walk B main after. You know, that's like a very, very normal thing. So I guess that's just something for you to consider next time you push B main. Is
Since this sky flash is working kind of just for that recon.
yeah, exactly.
Treat it like they could dodge it.
Exactly.
Like the Sova darts.
Exactly. I would imagine like if you did this push without util, you would have been way more thorough, right? Like the sky flash almost is like a bait, you know. It's like a fake clear. If you did the flash deeper, then maybe it would be better like here and it pinged, then you would be like way more ready for this, you know. Yeah, but it's kind of like a bait dart.
Honestly, I was just going to hold B main because I didn't calm for this guy to flash.
Right.
But she flashed, and I was like, "Oh, bet there's no one here. I'm pushing out." And it just didn't go deep enough.
Yeah, it's super. It's like it's definitely one of those baits, but
Flash.
nice. We got the op out. Love the jet op.
Oh, this was unfortunate.
Okay. Holy shit, he's the fucking goat. That's crazy because like normally people hold the jump spot. I mean, it's a nice shot. I actually don't know with op. Do people go wider? Like, do they take a few steps down off the barrier to like get a wider angle to hold the jump spot, or like do people normally just stand here on barrier? Like, do you know?
Usually, what I've I've used to see a lot of people holding the jump spot.
Right.
But the thing is, in the more recent VODs on Ascent that I've seen, they just haven't held the jump spot because the ops were now holding the jump spot.
I see.
So they just
It's like a
swing instead.
backwards thing. So do people stand, like the thing that I'm more curious about is the standing position. Like do they take a few steps wider? Because like on the pistol round, obviously like we've both seen people just stand here where you are. But with ops specifically, have you seen people stand here still, kind of like the sheriff, or do they go a little bit wider to the right? Because that's what I'm curious about.
Usually I see them more here.
Okay.
I've only seen a couple of the Ascent VODs. I actually saw like a lot more Breeze VODs. I don't know why, but there were just a lot of Jet Breeze VODs recently.
Okay. Okay. Then I don't know. Maybe it's just a nice shot, you know? Maybe we have to crouch here. I don't know. I feel like he gives us the fight, right? Like objectively, this is a good fight for us, but we die. We have to convert this more. And it looks like it's really, to me, this is why I hate opping. Because I feel like I lose these fights more. And I don't know if the key is to go wider, like to take a few steps down more, or the key is to crouch, or the key is to hold wide. Like, I really don't know. That's, I guess, like something like you'll have to revisit is like, how do other Jets take this bottom mid fight? Because, you know, if Tens was on this angle, he wouldn't lose. Or if like, you know, Aspas was on this angle, he wouldn't lose. And I don't know what the difference is. Like if it's purely a reaction time thing or what, but like to me, looking at this frame, it doesn't look like you even have a chance to react, you know? So yeah, I don't know. That's definitely something you might want to take a look at though, is like, how do other Jets take that angle? And if it is the same way, then maybe your crosshair placement could be different. A nice kill though.
Yeah, here honestly, I had Sheriff, I just stuck to
Yeah,
the angle.
yeah, no, it's good. I was seeing. Yeah, no, it's just it's a they timed the double peak well. Like, I don't know if there's anything you can do about it. I'm down for that though. Get the kill, get out on the gang. You don't get out though, but that's a.
Well, the goal was to get out, but I still have, what is it, the econ over them.
Yeah, it's impossible to get out. And it was a really good double peak. Okay, so here, right? This is where you pop dash. And I'm going to pull up this round's almost mirrored to the Zekken clip. I don't even know what drove me to watch Zekken this morning. But I literally I was like, I'm thinking about Zekken. And then I just pulled up his VOD and I just skimmed it. Okay, I'll show you pistol.
Yeah.
So hold stop mid. Here's one tiles. Pops dash. Takes the fight. Miss. Comes back. Gets the kill. Right? Very similar though, right? Right here, you're taking the fight. You didn't pop dash. That's a huge thing, right? Because obviously you're going for this fight. Right? You can see a mini map. It's not a silver dart, whatever. So you go for the fight. You just have to pop dash here. And you could also say like the pause in between your peak here. Like you do the tight peaks, tight peak, tight peak. And then it takes like 2 seconds. Not actually 2 seconds. But you get timings because of how long it took you to transition into this pre-aim swing, you know? And that might just be because like you're moving up on the staircase or whatever the case may be. But the most important thing to me here is the dash. Like you should have dash here, right?
Yeah.
Obviously we lose the fight, but you know.
For this round, what happened was this whole game and like the game before, I kind of felt like I was whiffing some shots. So this round, for some reason, I really just decided to dial in on aim and making sure that I have good technique.
Like having like a clean peak.
Yes.
Okay.
And good crosshair placement, etc. So that probably slowed me down. And yeah, there's just no excuse for not popping dash.
Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes the like you also have to know like whether or not this is like a peeking angle or like a holding angle. Honestly, I think the peeking angle is fine here, you know, but the timing of the peak is kind of off. Like you can hear that, you can see his bullets, right? Mini map question mark. He's a little bit further tiles. You see his bullets. He's still in tiles right now. So these tight peaks that he's doing right now are technically mistimed, if that makes sense. Like there's no way for him to be here based on his gunshot, right?
Yeah.
So that's
better just to be there first and start the hold.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can go for those swing after, right? Like it's impossible for him to be on this angle already, but you're already peeking it. So I guess that's another thing to mention too, is like you're overly doing the fundamental peaks when you're peeking angles that they can't even be in yet, right? So because of that, you literally lost the timing. Whereas like if you went for that initial peak, or like this peak here earlier, you probably would have gotten the kill, you know? So it's just something to mention. I don't really want you to overthink it. The main thing I just wanted to point out is make sure you pop dash. Ching ching. You know, I'm so sad. It's a good play. It is a good play.
Good play, but I just whiff.
I mean, it's a little bit of a
Doesn't take
whiff.
enough time.
Yeah, but when I see other Jets use knives, it's not really like that they take their time either. I think it's more so your movement. Because take a look here. When you actually complete your dash, you kind of stop moving. You see, you strafe back in the right. Like, look at your keyboard overlay on the right. You hit D, and you come back to the other way. The Jets I see when they use jet knives, they just keep going with the A key there. Or maybe even they hold W. Or maybe they keep jumping in. You know, like they don't really strafe back. They just keep going in one direction. And
Still have updraft.
yeah, you could
As soon as I
updraft
start
too.
spraying, I updraft.
Yeah. You could jump again. You could just like also dash, right? Like let's say you dash. You jump, dash, and you just float here. You just float across your screen and keep your movement consistent. Because I think what's happening is you're countering your own aim with your movement. And especially with jet knives, that's hard to get used to, right? Because you only have 5 shots. With the Vandal, it makes sense because you could like just counter your movement, shoot 2 bullets, spray if you want to, right? But with jet knives, I think, well, there's a few things to mention here. When you change directions, you lose speed, right? Because there's a transition time.
Yeah.
And then that gives them an opportunity to tag you. And that's something you want to avoid. And 2, because you're changing directions, I personally think it's harder to aim when you're changing directions, right? Like if you're aiming in one motion, like if you think about it as a tracking scenario, like anti-centering 180, you're moving in the same motion the entire time, like your character. So it's really easy to counteract that aim, right? And because you click D here, like you're doing the opposite. So my recommendation for you here is 1, to set aside some time to train your jet knives. My jet knives used to be notoriously bad, like fucking terrible. Every time I'd ult, I would just die, right? But now if I lock jet, like I'm pretty confident I'll at least get 1. And the only thing I changed, so you could try this. You go and eliminate 50. You might have seen me do on a stream before. You just go and eliminate 50 and you just updraft, dash around, like have movement. But you have to make sure that 1, you're staying mobile, but 2, experiment with different types of movement patterns when you're shooting your knives. So for me, that's like, you know, if I do AD strafes, I realize I miss like all my knives. But like if I just like updraft, dash, and continue in the same direction, I typically get the kill. Or if I just run straight, like unhold A key, or if I run straight right and hold D key, like I typically get those kills with jet knives too. So I think it's a reps thing. I think it's a movement thing. And I think it's something that you just need to experiment with the jet knives movement. And in short, I think the best thing is to not counter strafe with jet knives. Like it's better to have long movements with jet, in my opinion.
And I guess that leads to a question about jet knives as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know the whole spraying with jet knives, not the right click, but the just holding down.
Yeah.
I guess, should I still try to go for the head, and if I whiff, then go for the body?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the answer to that. I've seen so many jet clips that do both, right? Like if you look at a player like the Korean jet guy, when he plays his left clicks, he mostly goes for 3 body shots with the occasional headshot. Like he goes for that shot sometimes, and then sometimes he go for the bodies. And then other jet players like Demon 1 like strictly go for the head, you know? So
Yeah.
I really can't answer that. I think it's like a comfort thing. Like if you're really good at shooting the head, then obviously that's best case scenario. If you're not as good, then you're kind of more so playing to dodge their bullets and just getting the kill. Like you're using it as like a neon ult in a sense. You're staying really mobile and then shooting the body. So I think that's like an aim threshold thing. Like if your aim is really good, I would imagine going for the head is better. But if your aim isn't as good, then maybe you would go for body kills, right?
Okay.
But I think it's situational. I think, again, I don't have a good answer for that. Jet knives are fucking hard, right? But again, you kind of strafe with the jet knives there. Well, kind of like you go in the opposite direction. That's something to work on for sure. Okay, so the way we hold this cat angle, I feel like I see this example a lot from jet players. Realistically, I should open the game up and talk about this, but I'm not going to. I want you to hold this. You see this angle here? It's tight, right? Very tight. So instead of this rectangle, I want you to open up the angle to this blue rectangle. right? And then I don't want you to hold your crosshair tight. I want you to hold your crosshair on this blue dot here. So essentially you're just doubling, like you have like, I just double the space and move your crosshair double the space here. And then if they peek you tight, then you flick to the right. But then if they swing you wide, then you just click. And then if I play this out here, you see he would have died right there. Yeah, you click, right? So this is just my personal experience with the op, again, because I suck with it. But I avoid as many tight angles with the op as I can, unless it's a very common angle where they stop on that angle. With the tile swing, it's sometimes that they can swing wide or they can swing tight, right? So like, I don't even know what a tight angle would be. Maybe.
I mean, I saw a Tarek VOD recently where he was the one with the op. He was on attack, and he had the Reyna jump spot for him.
Oh,
So
okay.
that would be tight angle for tiles.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, tee set up.
But usually, maybe it would be better to just hold the wide angle when you have vandals.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just my experience with the op. If you probably watch Wardell or something, he holds a lot more tight angles than I do. He'll even play Sage and then Sage wall and then have a little gap in the middle and then just op through it and then get a kill because he's insane. I don't have those reps. Yeah, it's always tough to go for those. Always tough. I think we might have talked about this before, right? But when you re-peek with an op, you do the double zoom tens technique. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I've been practicing that as well.
Gotcha. So this might be an opportunity for that because it's, I want to say it's like the most narrow angle in the world, but it's a kind of a far angle. I think if you double zoomed and then peeked here, you probably would have gotten the kill.
Yeah. As then I also wouldn't be exposed to raise here.
Yeah. Well, honestly, you would probably still swing that wide. At least I would. But I think it would be an easier shot for you. Someone in chat's asking that, and honestly, I don't think I have the exact clip for it. But I'm gonna look anyways. I bring it up so often, but I just never timestamp it. So this time, if I pull it up, I'm gonna timestamp it.
I remember. Wait, you sent me a video with a timestamp.
Did I?
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, this Twitch stream is dead. So that's probably, it doesn't work. Let me see.
Here we go. Let me just resend the link to you.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. My shit is zooming in bugged. Okay, boom. You can see here, chat. He zooms in once and then double zooms as he peeks, right? That's what I'm talking about. If you're re-peeking with the op on a narrow angle, you zoom in first. Whereas like you compare it to Mr. Kit here, he did not double zoom and it was a far angle. And I think if he did the tens technique here, he would have gotten the kill. So, yeah. Now the round's fucked, but
Yeah.
your Sky's in the open dying to Jet, love that. That's just exec B. Bremno
I
B
think
Smith.
she was trying to come give heal to me.
I see.
Then she gave the first spawn on site for that, got caught out.
Yeah. You still win. This guy died of Molly. We have Brimult. We have Isolt. Switch op to Killjoy here? No, I'm kidding. You don't have dash. Oh, fuck. You have to call this. I don't think you're calling. I don't think you're talking right now. Call it to your teammate. You have your B main. Like, I'm holding B main. You can go out. Like, that's super important when you play the op. Like, I have your B main. I have your B main. Just so this guy, like, actually takes space.
One enemy remaining.
Main left.
You get the kill though. Here, you would never give up the op. You would just post on the op forever until your Killjoy finds him, and then you walk out. So like, you have to perma hold his angle, you know, because you're 1 HP. If you have rifle and you're full HP, then of course you would scale out. But yeah, it's just a nuanced thing here.
I think I just still feel more comfortable on the Vandal compared to the AWP.
Oh yeah, me too. I would pick up the Vandal there. If I was playing, I would pick up the Vandal. But if you're playing Jet, you have to be good with the op. It's like a, it's not a requirement, but it's like a, it helps like a lot. Like if you're good with ops, like your Jet is just so good. It's like the most common rotate in the history of Jets. Rotate heaven with op. It's not bad. Your smokes here are pretty good too. Nice kill. So you take the fight with the Skydog or something, or I don't know, off timing. Skydog was earlier. when you go through the smoke here, I would encourage you to use a smoke yourself, like on the edge here. Yeah, just to isolate some duels. If you're doing it based off of timing, like let's say like you had Silver Drone, it gives you all the info, then of course doing it without the smoke makes sense, right? But you're doing it like a little bit delayed here. And you have 3 here. You could coordinate, hey, I'm smoking heaven smoke, let's go for a fight, or like let's flood out, or something of that sort. So that's something that you're not doing at all, is like coordinating like what you want to do on these retake scenarios type of thing. Like you didn't do it the last round with the Killjoy, and of course you're not using your smoke to extend the smoke. But that's a Jett individual thing. As a teammate thing, you can coordinate this for sure, because you already have 3 here. And I mean, you get the kill, right? Like that's great, but like imagine we don't get the kill, then you've just wasted dash, and these people are all behind the smoke, right? But if you throw that smoke first, and then we all flood together, and then you swing out with the op, get that kill, then we have all of that space still, because your teammates are flooding with you. You see?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we win though. ISO killed 1. Oh no, we lost. Oh yeah, we lost. Yeah, we didn't even get to keep the smoke space.
Last player standing.
Yeah, I think that all was off the bat of us not throwing that smoke. Because you saw how hard it was to go through that smoke for your teammates. Yeah, this is fucked. Yeah, can't win that. That's on us, I think. I don't know if you agree or not, because you got 2 kills and the opening kill on the retake, but I would say that's on us. Because like you got for the shot, you fell back, they swung through, but they didn't do it together because the smoke isn't there, and it's kind of awkward, right? You could argue your Sky could flash, whatever. I don't know if he has any. But I still think that's on us. Because I think if you smoked right there, we would have won.
I think it was most likely a bunch of small mistakes that we all made that added up for us losing the round.
And I think the smoke covers all of
First
those.
mistake was mine.
Yeah.
The most important one was mine. So doing that would have likely just secured the round right there.
Yeah. And you got the kill, right? But like those are like the small impacts that like a Jett player can have. It's like their smoke location. Oh yeah, this round's fucked. Sometimes they go A, sometimes they don't. Oh, the PRX something play.
Yeah, I still called that he's gonna vulnerable.
Gotcha. No one here. Did he TP and just leave?
Yeah.
No, he's just chilling. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know if he heard you or not. I've seen PRX something do this though. He knifes out runs wine. I mean, I'm down for the play. I'd probably ask for the brim one way though. I don't think we asked for it once.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be like on your pre-round so far, we haven't really coordinated too much with your team, which, you know, to be honest, like I'm okay with. It's not something that you have to fully think about. It helps, right? Like you have the one-way main, you have your Killjoy aggro turret B, like it helps set up your first bloods. Yeah, this round's over too. But maybe there's a little bit more important stuff right now. This round's over.
I think I get 2 here.
That was a nice shot.
Spike planted.
Yeah, NT.
No, just 1.
If they know where you are, pre-firing is really, really good, by the way. I think if you pre-fire in that clutch, you probably kill 2 more. Notes-wise, you don't have to take this one to heart, but we are lacking team coordination heavily, especially in the pre-round and retakes. Again, you don't have to take that one, like I said, to heart. But if that's something you want to improve on, then I think it would help a lot. It's like one of those things that you're not even tapping into is team coordination. Like from what I've seen so far, you've kind of been mute with coordination, like holding with op, early teammates util, stuff like that. So the other thing to really consider for defense is your starting angle, right? So the top mid fight, the B main angle, the A main fight, you're playing like a lot of normal spots, I would say. If we go back to the Zekken VOD, he plays bot mid a lot, but you'll see like he moves back to pizza. Right, so he takes this fight, nothing. He goes wide. That's kind of what I wanted to see with the op. But you see, he falls back, he plays this pizza angle, or what? Maybe it's not this round. Yeah, he actually gets shit on. This round here. So he plays to dodge dart, right? Break dart. sees that turret doesn't go, dodges KO knife because he's smart. He knew that they were gonna do the knife because he's a genius. And he comes back out and he fights, dashes back pizza, and then he just stays here. Right? Like he's not he's not fighting directly in bot mid, but he's still fighting mid. So I guess what I'm trying to illustrate here is that the way you're playing Jett on these early angles is very predictable, right? When you watch Zekken play, he's still fighting mid, but it's not predictable whatsoever. He's not fighting bot mid. You know, he's not sitting to get hit by util. He broke dart, he dodged KO knife, right? Like he's actively thinking about this stuff. And then because of that, he's able to take these fights. And of course, his mechanics are really good. But to me, these fights look a lot more easier to recreate rather than the off barrier fights that the enemy is already expecting. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So, and then he up drops and he dies because noob. But yeah, you can see what you can see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So I would say for defense, try to be a bit more creative with how you take your duels. Think about dodging utility or being unpredictable, I would say. And that's really the main thing for defense. Like if you want to go the coordination route, I think that would help a lot. And then of course the off barrier fights, because just from what I've seen so far, it's not really anything new. Like you didn't play any, just to riff a little bit, when I try to be a little bit creative on Ascent on defense, I'll play positions like Coffin, or I'll, top Shroud. Some people like, I actually haven't really experimented with this one. Or I'll play like a little bit further back on this line to dodge Omen Blind or KO Knife because they have KO. You can even do the same thing here. You dodge the Omen Blind or KO Knife and then go wide, or you could even play back here to dodge the util. You know what I'm trying to say? Or you can even go on this angle here. Zekken did this on his first round with the op. Here, he goes on this angle, right? It's only round 4 and he's already doing all this different stuff to get the first pick, right? And then he eventually gets the pick on the Omen. 3, 2, 1, smoke's dead, right? And this obviously is not something that Jetts do if they're autopiloting, right? Except Zekken's autopilot is really good. So, yeah. Maybe I could actually just send this game to you and you can watch it in full because he plays a pretty good game.
Yeah, I'd be down.
But the big thing for defense is, in my opinion, just being a little bit more creative. And then for mechanical stuff, I would say train your Jett knives. Your Jett knives in the range. Focus on moving and not counter strafing. And then the other thing, you want to move unpredictably, right? Counter strafing is like what people do with rifles. And then the other thing with the train ops, consider holding wider rather than super narrow angles, and also the 10s op zoom technique. So that's what we have for defense. Let's skip through offense.
Then regarding knives,
Yep.
is it also like particularly helpful to train with an actual person as well? Like have them strafing against my knives while I also incorporate the movement?
Yeah, I would say that's ideal. Yeah. I don't know if you have a person to do that with you, like you guys just fight each other, then yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, yeah, I have a couple who'd be interested.
Okay. And that's definitely something you could do. I've never particularly done that isolated before, so. You see their Jett, right? Like, what's the difference? He didn't fight bot mid. He swung off of a timing and got a kill, right? I don't think we've really done that super well aside from the B main peak on the Sheriff round when you killed the Raze, right? Like, that's the timing peak.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised we didn't die there. Nice, you got the kill. I probably would have actually dashed across here just to make the space. I personally don't like that market angle. Like, because they could be close left in a little slant angle, and they could also hold that angle, and they could be here. Like, to me, this is dangerous, so I always dash across here if I don't have the flash, but you end up getting the kill, so it's not a huge deal. I'm just dashing through your smoke.
Across to get the info.
Yeah, just to get the info. You want to... My objective to clear is this angle, because this angle is broken.
Okay. Should I play in that more then?
Yeah, you can. You see a lot of pros play there. Like, they're always good for 2. It's a really good angle. Even in high-low elo, it's just one of those goat angles. Close play where? That close market angle, like the slant.
I don't know.
And yeah, I just felt like I was throwing this entire like first half of the attacking half.
Well, it's only been 2 rounds, pistol and bonus, or pistol and deagle. So first gun round is really where things start.
I just felt like I couldn't convert like for
Can you
half this
flash blind,
game.
then dog outside.
Yeah, I mean we're lacking a Sova, right? It's like Sova's gonna be hard. I'm ready when you are ready. I'll be playing DM. Bet. Say less, huge. Oh, you don't know the safe spots. Safe spots for spam is here. And right next to you along this wall here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can test it. Have a teammate Silver join you, and they don't spam you. I can show you how to spam that. Okay, I'm actually interested because I've never gotten spammed. I've been tagged by Silver drone like 1 billion times and sat here and never died. Like not once. Custom with me right now? Bet. Let me boot up Valorant.
Alright, when you do this then, is it possible to headshot with op then?
What do you mean?
Because I know, I'm assuming Hooge is talking about Odin spamming, but would it be a kill with an op? With
Oh, yeah, we could test it. You could also break the unbreakable Killjoy ult boat for B retakes from backside. Yo, John, thanks for the 10 months. Wait, unbreakable Killjoy ult boat for. Oh, I see. You're talking about from post plant B site. You're breaking the ult that they use for the retake. Gotcha. Can you show you that? Okay, say less. I'll play Killjoy. You play Sova. Wait.
Yo.
Yow.
I'll go on this team.
Okay, I play Killjoy. You play Sova.
Bet.
Kit, you'll just have to pull out the stream for this one.
Hey, you're all good.
Leak some tech. I always love to see some tech. Stream on Discord for Kit? Yeah, but it bugs out. Like when you change applications and screens.
Don't worry. They only kill her when I say so. My ultimate is ready.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Can you hear me? No, you can't. Oh. Wait, how wide is he? What if I'm here? Party chat? Not working for me. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh, that's back.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I thought you were talking about back gen over here.
Oh, yeah. That one too. Like here. Do you get spammed here? Oh, yeah, you do get spammed here.
Yeah, so the trick to spamming there, if you come up heaven, respawn on, is if they spam close to the wall, they won't hit you. But if they back up and spam through the floor like this, then...
Oh, okay. How about this one?
I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, you missed.
Oh, I was trying to throw a normal Sova dart. But sure. There's probably a line for that one, but I don't think you're gonna get hit.
Okay.
It's a weird spot to be. You know?
Yeah, this is a good one. I always sit here. Like if I get droned, like I sit here, break drone, I just crouch here.
Yeah, here's definitely good.
Okay,
But
okay.
against this back wall over here, you're like dead.
Okay. That's good to know. You're just kind of
Now
like...
the Killjoy ult, check this shit out. You can break it with a Vandal too. So the one like it's like you throw it in front, like here, right? Like on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Be broken. Let me go back.
Initiated.
Whoops, I accidentally threw it on top. I accidentally threw it on top.
Lockdown destroyed.
Okay, let me try it on the floor, yeah.
Initiated. My ultimate is ready.
Man, how did Cavern do this? Oh, there.
Oh, you're hitting it, yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
That's kind of hard to do, it seems. Okay, wait, what's the lineup?
Oh, Cavern showed it to me and he broke it like no problem. So it's not like a lineup. You just hug that back wall and you ping where it is, and you get a hit sound when you hit the Killjoy ult. Like ping.
Right.
Like you tap bullets until you find it. But Cavern like was really fast. At it. Like, he broke
Initiated.
it
My
much
ultimate
quicker
is ready.
than I'm breaking.
Here.
Yeah, like I found it right here. But I'm bad.
Yeah, that seems kind of hard to do,
Destroyed.
I
but
broke it again.
it seems pretty good. Like, you could probably find like a sweet
If you
spot.
practice it, you can do it
Yeah.
much faster. Like Cavern was breaking it like within the.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
I want to show you can spam the guy who hugs close to that wall.
Gotcha.
I think the one you're showing there though by the jump up is really good.
Okay,
I don't think
okay.
anybody's good there because they'd have to come out really. Well.
Yeah, they have to go wide as fuck, yeah.
Here.
Alright, alright.
I won't distract you.
Okay. I'll be done soon. Oh wait, we didn't test the fucking op, but you can't even shoot bullets there, so
Hey, that kind of answers the question.
yeah. Alright, let's finish this up.
Everyone note down your observations, then let's run it.
Thoughts on posting a random ARC video? I mean, might as well, fuck it. Oh yeah. I see what you're doing. So we could talk about goals on T side, right? Because you don't have the Sova. You're getting aiming control, you get the orb. You're taking the fight through the gap smoke. I don't know how much this converts. I think it's kind of low conversion. But I think you should be thinking about T side a little bit more with whoops, I didn't change scene. I think you should be thinking a little bit more about like your goals on T side. So you get A main orb, you reset, you go back mid, right? That's a little bit. It looks like you're trying to throw a fake, but maybe that's what it was. Was that what it was? I don't even know. Brim drop double smokes.
Carrier is pulled. Spike down mid.
Yeah, T side seems sloppy to me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know if that's a team thing or what, but we just walked in main, killed one, and the 3 people died tiles.
Only
Yeah, I think that's more of a me thing for not like forcing my team to coordinate.
I see.
Dibs.
Like bot mid fight. Yeah, I mean, we're not asking for smoke mid at all. I mean, it seems like the game's lost. Like, we're not even trying to win.
49.
Okay. Well, he just swings us. Skip.
I wish I had to do the 10s.
The 10s, yep.
Much too late.
Yeah, I've seen it. Nice. Go up A.
They just push spawn.
Yeah, this is good. I won the round off that. Both B players.
one.
I like that. See, I like that. Like you've set your goal to go mid, and then you kind of just like flew up mid with jet knives, like no fear, you know? Like that was good.
Out of my way.
It's obviously a solo play, right? But that's kind of what you have to do in these games. Working at mid on Ascent is kind of like tech on. I want to say tech, but it's so abusable on solo queue. Like defense rarely has like a good setup for the mid B.
One enemy.
Yeah, we won the round. We're 2 for 2, I think, on the mid takes, aside from the pistol round. So I guess 2 for 3.
Got it.
3 dash. Oh, we don't have dash. We did the A main thing. PRX something would push that smoke. Close door, push the smoke, kill him. I don't know if I like this spot. Do you like this spot? It feels kind of like...
No. I don't like this spot. I feel really uncomfortable playing here.
Yeah, that's like an uncomfy spot. My favorite post plant spot is the jump up box, or like right below it. Or you could play like the side dice and like fight heaven, and then use your smoke to reposition or something. But yeah, I don't know if I like that spot. That's a weird spot. I've seen people play it, but yeah, not for me. Work on mid again. You get the kill. Yeah, so you're 3 for 4 on the mid take right now. Even though we don't even have the util for it. You can see how abusable it is. Like mid is free. Mid is free on us. What the fuck? God timing? This guy doesn't even turn around.
That's here.
Okay, we got op. Okay, is this round over? Game over? No, we win.
No. Wait, it goes into OT.
Okay, this is a close game.
Look at that. Look at that.
So for this, I didn't count the Sova's bullets, but I thought he was falling back to reload right about now. So I dashed up, tried to catch his reload, but he still had 2 bullets.
I mean, it's not a bad play because you know where he is and you like make space on him. I think your peak is just like uber lazy here. Cause like you were probably expecting the reload, like you said. Like this peak like looks like the crosshair placement, like as you're coming out, is like super lazy. You know?
Yeah.
I don't really know how else to say it, but like if you're gonna take the fight, you do have to take that bullet was almost on him. Holy shit. Just because I'm running out of time, I'm gonna quickly give you some thoughts for me. Is if you're not coordinating pre-run plans, which would be super useful, try to think about what is the most impactful part of the map you can fight. And in this case, it's A main or mid, right? And as you can see, mid is working out so well for you. So I'll just put like a sub note here for you. Is that on Ascent? Generally, mid is pretty abusable. And then the other thing is for post plants, try to get into pretty aggressive spots to look for kills. You're doing it pretty well on A side, I would say. Like you play that little jump up area, you're playing the dice spot. Like you're not falling back hell, which is good. But I still think you could dial it up a little bit more, like pushing that tree smoke or jumping up heaven or something.
Yeah.
So just get a
Because
little
I
bit.
feel
Go ahead.
when I don't have dash, it feels so awkward trying to push heaven. Because I want to be able to fall back behind that smoke.
There's
If
tech.
I'm smoking heaven.
Yeah. There's some tech from Aspas that I can't show you right now. But basically, you could find it. But basically, you play this jump up spot, and then there's like a lineup. You throw the smoke on the bottom of hell,
Yeah,
and then you can jump up. Yeah. So that's something you could try too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that. You just gotta, I guess, trust yourself a little bit more and look for the duels. It's not really anything more than that. I think you're taking the duels most of the time, right? But we're shying away, and we're not being creative enough on defense. So take a look at that second VOD and yeah, reinvent. All right.
Sounds good.
Peace out. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Yo, Hooj.
What's good?
Do you prefer for me to play on the alt or the main just because the MMR?
I don't really care.
Okay, I don't really care either. So, I can go on the main and play for some skins for a little bit, I guess. All right, give me 1 second.
Alright.
I'm excited to play today.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Main to Radiant, baby. DuoPie has been a real treat to watch, by the way. Hey, thanks. Video games are this shit, yeah. I should get DuoPie and a Tarkov at the start of the new wipe. Honestly, like, I'm just not really interested in playing other games. Like, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Alright, chat, I'm gonna restart the stream with 2-minute delay. If you guys wanna watch without delay, join the Discord. And if you're a Twitch sub or a Discord sub, you'll be able to watch without delay. But otherwise, I'm just slapping on 2-minute delay because Hooj has 2-minute delay. So I'll see you guys in 2 minutes.